Alright, what's up, Meowniacs? My name is Meowtastic TM, and I've been getting a bunch of comments on my recent Pokemon TCG Live iOS gameplay video, asking how I got the game installed on my iPhone. The beta is now available in both Canada and Mexico, but I'm an American kitty, so we gotta jump through some hoops to get the game here, or in any other region where the beta hasn't gotten to yet. Alright, let me actually get on this bed. That's better. Obviously, if you live in Canada or Mexico and your account's region matches, you're good to go. You can download the Pokemon TCG Live Beta right now, knock yourself out, and enjoy. If you still play the game TCG Live is replacing TCG Online, I highly recommend making a junk account on the Pokemon website to use to log into TCG Live. There is still absolutely no time frame for when Live is coming out, and when you migrate your account to Live, you can't go back to TCG Online. Live includes a ton of great free starter decks that you can use to test the game out, so you won't start completely up shit creek. Having all your cards from your main account would be great, but don't migrate if you still want to play TCG Online. There's no going back once you migrate. To play the live beta on iOS, we've got to do a couple of things. First, you have to set up a new Apple account that has its region set to either Canada or Mexico. Then, you'll have to get and set up a VPN on that phone. If a whole new account is a no-go for you, which will be pretty much anyone who doesn't have an extra iOS device, the desktop version of the game is much easier to install, just needing the VPN to play. I'll have a video on how to do that soon too, but I really just wanted to let you all know now that on iOS, it's not just as easy as turning on the VPN and then going to the App Store, although I really wish it was. You're going to want to do this on a second device like an older phone or iPad that you have lying around that runs at least iOS 11.2, and on a new account instead of trying on your main device or account. While you can change the region of your main Apple account, this will mess with your payment system bad. You'll have to re-enter your payment info with the region change, and you won't be able to put in the billing address if it's from another country, stopping you from being able to do any payments on your phone. PayPal won't work either if your current account is set to another country. iOS just won't let you use it as payment info if the regions are different. There may be some way to get around this, like also starting a whole other PayPal that's based in that region, but I didn't look into it because it would be way too much work just to play the live beta on iOS, and you can skip the payment info on a new account since TCG Live is free to download. So, get your other device backed up if you need to and reset it, and then create a brand new account when it asks you to log in during setup. To back up your device, go to Settings, scroll up and type Backup, select Backup, then iCloud Backup, and tap the blue Backup Now button. Then, to reset your device after the backup's done, go back to Settings, scroll up and type Reset, select Reset in General from the list, and then use the blue Erase All Content and Settings option at the bottom of the screen, and follow the prompts. I'm going to go with Canada for all of my instructions from here on, since that's what I did on my end when I set this up, and I know that it works. Once you've reset your device and are on the iPhone's welcome screen, be sure to select Canada for your region, then follow the rest of the prompts until it asks how you want to transfer apps and data. Select Don't Transfer Apps and Data, and then on the Apple ID screen, select the Forgot Passwords or Don't Have an Apple ID option. On the next screen, select Create a Free Apple ID, then enter a first and last name and a birthday. It doesn't have to be anything real. Next, it'll want you to enter an email address. This one does have to be real, so go make a new Gmail real quick and be sure to hang on to the login info. You'll have to verify with it later. Now, enter a password for the new Apple account and make sure that you have it to reference for later. You have to verify the account with a text, so enter a phone number that you have access to, and they'll send you an authorization code. Accept the terms and conditions, let Apple create the account on their side, and respond to the rest of the prompts however you want your device to be set up. You'll find yourself on the iPhone home screen, but we've still got a couple of things to do real quick. Go to the App Store and try to download the first app you find, and you'll be presented a prompt that says you have to review information before you can download any apps. Select Review, confirm your region is set to Canada, and toggle the selection to agree to the terms and conditions again. Keep None selected under the payment method since you don't have to have a payment option to download either the VPN or TCG Live. You'll have to enter a Canadian address and zip code. I just looked up apartments for rent in Vancouver and entered one that I found there. You'll also have to enter a valid phone number again to finish up the process. Try to download the app again, or it'll finally tell us we still need to verify our account. Go to the email account you used or created for this new Apple account, and follow the instructions in the email there. Then, after you're done, close out and reopen the App Store. Boom. We've now jumped through all the hoops we needed to verify this Apple ID, and we can download away. Now, we've got to get ourselves a VPN set up, which brings us to today's sponsor, Surfshark VPN. Just kidding, I have 50 fucking subscribers. Do you think anybody's trying to sponsor me yet? I do use Surfshark though, so that's who I'll recommend, purely because I know that it works for the TCG Live beta. Just as a heads up though, it is like $15 a month to do month by month with them, but if you've made it this far into the tutorial after I've already told you that you need a whole extra device, come on, you know you're good for it. Go get signed up for a VPN on another device or computer, since you probably don't have payments set up on the phone that we're installing Live to. If you for sure want it to work, go with Surfshark because their app is painless to set up on iOS. You can't do it wrong even if you tried. Once you've gotten all signed up, download Surfshark on iOS and log in with the same info that you used on the other device. Now, all we've got to do is select somewhere in Canada,
and your journey towards the dark side will be complete.
Just look up Vancouver, Canada, and select their server there. Surfshark will get you hooked up and looking more Canadian in a jiffy. Once it says you're connected, you can swipe your notification tray down and see that it says VPN in your network connections in the top left corner to make sure that you're hooked in. Now, all we have to do is go to the App Store, type in Pokemon TCG Live, and presto, there's the app for us to download. Download the app, wait for it to install, and then we can go open it up. You will have to have the VPN on at all times when playing live. It checks where you are when you boot up the game to make sure that your IP address is in a proper region to let you play the beta. Go ahead and boot up the game, get signed in with your Pokemon Trainer Club account, and here it is, Pokemon TCG Live. You'll have terms and conditions to accept, and it'll ask whether you want to migrate your account from Pokemon TCG Online. Again, if you still want to play the TCG Online, do not migrate your account from there. Once you migrate to Live, you can't go back. You can use your main account to log into Live without migrating, leaving your collection in online, but I've been using my junk account in Live this whole time, and I do not want my main account touching Live until it's officially released, so your mileage may vary. Don't blame me if you log in with your main account and something goes wrong, I warned you. You'll have some tutorials to complete and some listening to the professor to do, but otherwise, the Pokemon TCG on your iPhone's now your oyster. Knock yourself out and have fun. Just don't forget to turn on the VPN on the phone every time you want to play live. I know that this isn't as straightforward as a lot of people would like it to be, but we gotta jump through the right hoops for iOS to show us the game, since it's locked to specific regions. But if you have an iPad or iPhone from the last few years lying around that isn't getting any use, this is a great use for it while we wait for the global release of TCG Live. The smartphone version of the game is really satisfying to play, and will be how a majority of people interact with the game, so pull up a deck and put the game through its paces. If you have any questions about the process, be sure to leave them in the comments down below. I read every one of them and would be happy to help if you have any issues. I'm really excited for this game to come out and for what it will do once it releases internationally, and while I wish it was coming out versus looking like it's staying in beta for a while longer, I am glad that they're taking the time to fix what needs fixing, instead of releasing a product that just wasn't ready to be out. If you like my pretteh kitteh face or my voice, I stream Pokemon cards multiple times a week on Twitch, where I'm live every Tuesday, Friday, and Caturday, 8 to 11 p.m. Eastern, at twitch.tv/meowtastictm. I hope to see some of you on Twitch, and be sure to say hi if you came from a video here on YouTube. My name's meowtastictm, and until next time, bye!